Hello everybody, this is Denise Barrett with The Real Deal. I am so glad to have an opportunity to talk to you again today. You may be wondering why a realtor would tell you how to sell your house without using a realtor. Fair question, but remember I told you right at the very beginning, this channel is not about supporting myself as a realtor or a land broker. The purpose is to support you and give you the information that you need to be successful. So, here we go. So you've decided that you want to sell your house yourself. You've decided that you don't want to use a realtor to represent you. And I get why. You want to put more money back into your pocket. So looking at the numbers, let's say the house is to be listed at $500,000. A 6% commission is $30,000. That's not chump change, and you'd like to have it back in your pocket. I get it. So you've decided to go this route. It is not for the faint of heart. That's why I want to give you some bits of information so that you at least have some sort of roadmap to get it accomplished. So the first thing you're going to do is take a look at the houses around you, let's say within a 2-mile radius, that are your square footage, that have the same number of bedrooms and bathrooms, and see what those are being listed for. Now that you've got it narrowed down to those, of those that you found, which of those have the same surfaces that yours does? Do you have granite? Do you have oak cabinets? Do you have wood floors? Do you have carpet? Those things need to match because they matter. Keeping in mind, when you're looking at these houses and you're looking at the houses for sale for $500,000, what you're seeing is the list price. You're not seeing what they sold for. You are not going to know what these homes sell for. But you at least have a starting place. So there you go. You have decided on a price for the house because you've looked around you within a 2-mile radius for the houses with the same square footage, same number of bedrooms, same number of bathrooms, similar finishes. Good. Now let's try to get the house ready for sale. How do you start? Well, the first place I'm going to send you is to our seller series, where we go through the sale of a house, all the steps that it takes to get your home ready for sale. From purging to cleaning to staging to showings, the whole shebang. That will give you a great start. So do that, and then we can talk about some of those details later. But the upshot is you want to have the stuff that you are not taking with you out of the house. You've got to pack to move. If you're not moving the stuff, get it out of the house, it's in the way. You want the house to be as clean as it possibly can be. Let's pretend that the Queen of England is coming over for dinner. That's how clean it needs to be. In the back of your mind, I want you to be thinking about this. How do you want to handle the showings? Remember, all of this attention is coming to you. What email do you want to use? What phone number do you want to use? Do you want to allow texts? How is it that you want to communicate with the buyers? Because that information has to be put out on your listing, right? So speaking of buyers, you're going to be marketing the house onto sites that specialize in for sale by owner. The buyers on those sites are typically not represented. So what you need to know in the back of your mind is, and be able to communicate with these people, is how are you going to qualify them? Are you going to ask for a pre-approval from a bank? Are you going to run a background check? Are you going to get references for these people? Remember, you don't know them and they don't know you. So you need to decide who is going to be a good purchaser for the property. It is possible that the buyer will be represented by a real estate agent. And you need to know whether or not you are going to compensate that buyer's agent for bringing you the buyer. That is a percentage taken out of the money that you wanted to receive for the house, but they brought you a buyer. All right, we've got all those details under our hat. Now it's time to market the property. Well, how do you do that? First and foremost, you've got to have good pictures taken of the property. I cannot tell you how many pictures I've seen of for sale by owner with a picture of a thumb or a picture of them in a mirror. We'll have another conversation on how to take good pictures. In fact, that's coming up in our next conversation. But remember, these buyers are shopping with their eyes first. You want to draw them in. They want to see the potential for the house. So don't skimp on this. This is a really important tool. So once you've done that, how are you going to tell people about the house? You've got a bunch of choices. Word of mouth, your mouth to someone else's ear, your social media platforms. There are websites, of course, that specialize in for sale by owner listings. You can list it there. There will be a fee for doing that, so that will be an expense for you. Or you can do it via a MLS listing service. They're not a full service realtor. Their whole function is to put your house in the MLS. They will do it for a fee. The advantage of that is that every other site that's attached to that MLS is going to get the information about the house. So you've got a lot of airplay for not a huge expense. We're going to put over here a list of sites that do that for you. You can compare rates and see what services are offered for your dollar. Okay, now we have that all done. We know the price, the house looks great, it's out into the universe, and you've attracted a buyer. Fantastic. My very, very strong suggestion to you is that you use the Texas Real Estate Commission's promulgated 1-to-4 residential contract. Woo! That's a lot of words. Here's why I want you to use it. This contract has been designed by real estate experts and real estate attorneys to protect both the seller and the buyer throughout the transaction process. If you use another version of this contract, it may not have those protections and the process may not go the way you thought it was going to. If you decide not to take my advice and use some other version of a contract, please have a real estate attorney review it. You don't know what you don't know, and this is a time when you need a professional. And yes, it's going to cost you money. So there you go. That gives you the framework on getting your house sold. If you've got some specific questions that I didn't cover and are not covered in our seller series, just hit me up. You can send me a note, or you can put something in the comment section and we can talk about the specifics. Or if there's another topic you'd like us to cover, then let me know that too, and we will add it to our list. Please like and subscribe if this has been helpful to you, and you can also do the little notification bell dingy if you'd like to know when we upload new information, which typically is every Tuesday. So thanks so much for your time. I appreciate it every time you spend it with me, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye-bye.